Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. For those of you who are following along at home, go ahead and log on to starfall.com. Again, you don't have to follow along. You can just watch this, but I would really, really like it if you did. And I hope everyone had a great weekend. I did. My weekend was very relaxing. I stayed inside and watched the rain and listened. I opened my windows and just listened to it. And I have these big, beautiful windows in my home that I just sat and watched the rain fall. And it was very relaxing and peaceful. So I hope everyone had a relaxing or fun weekend as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click play.
Yippee! It's April 2020. Let's make a calendar.
Okay, so go ahead and click that green arrow in the bottom right hand corner. And go to the days of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So,
what day of the week is it today?
What day of the week is it today? And if we go ahead and look, it should be highlighted in gold on our screens. And today is Monday.
Great job!
So today is
Monday, April 6th, 2020.
Okay. So we should look like this now. I'm going to go ahead and click this arrow at the bottom. Okay, now we're going to
fill in the missing day and date.
Fill in the missing day and date. So we just talked about how it's Monday. So I'm going to drag Monday over to that top purple spot. And now I have to find the date. So I know that yesterday was the 5th, so that means that today is going to be the 6th.
Great job!
All right, and go ahead and click that arrow on the bottom right corner. Now we get to do most of your favorite thing for calendar.
Mark any special days this month.
So mark any special days this month. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the holidays, as I usually do, and I'm going to switch it up and do smiley faces on the holidays. So the very first day of this month, Wednesday, April 1st, 2020, was a holiday. It was April Fool's Day, and it's that holiday there that's got the cool Joker Jester hats. That's blue, yellow, and green. And that was that day where you got to do some fun little pranks. So I'm going to go ahead and put a smiley face on Wednesday, April 1st, 2020, because that was April Fool's Day. All right. And so I'm going to jump to the next week. So we are currently in this week. So within this week, we'll get to talk about some more about the 2 holidays that we have this week. You and your family may not necessarily celebrate them because you may not be you may not practice this specific religion, but we're still going to talk about them because it is fun and really cool to learn about other cultures and traditions. So this Thursday, April 9th, is going to be that Jewish holiday, Passover. And part of the traditions for this, I remember I got to partake in some of the traditions, and there's some like specific foods and like types of foods that are made and shared, and people gather in different ways. So we'll talk about that more on Thursday, but on Thursday, April 9th, 2020 is going to be Passover. Okay, and then that next day, Friday, April 10th, 2020, is Good Friday, and that's that day with the cross on it. And this is that holiday where if you are partake in any Christianity like traditions, this is to remember when Jesus died on the cross on that Friday. So we're going to go ahead and put a smiley face on Friday, April 10th, 2020. And then we're going to, so there's no holiday on Saturday, but on that Sunday, April 12th, what holiday is that going to be? If you need a clue, it's got two really cool looking eggs that are colored. I almost gave it away by saying what kind of eggs. So it will be Easter. So that's kind of how we know what weekend Easter is going to be, because typically Easter is also celebrated by people of the Christian religions. And so if you see that one of the Fridays is Good Friday, chances are that following Sunday will be Easter. So Sunday, April 12th, 2020 will be Easter. Okay, so there's no more holidays that Easter week. So I'm going to go ahead and jump down to the next week. And I see on Wednesday, April 22nd, 2020, will be Earth Day. And Earth Day, remember, is that holiday where we around the world spread awareness on how we can take care of our earth better and keep it clean and healthy for years and years to come. So I went ahead and put a smiley face on Wednesday, April 22nd, 2020. And 2 days after that, on Friday, April 24th, 2020, that is that Muslim holiday Ramadan. And I posted a really cool brain pop video on our Google Classroom that talks about this holiday. So if you still aren't quite sure what this holiday is, there's more information on it to come. So I'm going to go ahead and put a smiley face on Friday, April 24th, 2020, because that is the start of Ramadan. Okay, and then I would like to acknowledge one more special day this month. You can completely continue on with putting more days, maybe a cousin's birthday, uncle's birthday, whatever you want. But I'm going to go ahead and just do one more day. And if we remember, I'm going to go ahead and grab our birthday chart from the classroom. Okay. January, February, March, April. So I know it's backwards, but Harry. That's right, our friend Harry's birthday is this month. So Harry's birthday is going to be Sunday, April 19th, 2020. And he will be 13 years old, a teenager. So I'm going to go ahead and put a slice of birthday cake on Sunday, April 19th, because that will be Harry's 13th birthday. Okay, so as I said, you can continue on marking whatever special days you'd like, but I'm going to go ahead and move on and click that arrow. So now I get to
choose a picture for your calendar.
Choose a picture for my calendar. So I don't think I've done just about all of these except for the one where it has the boy picking up trash. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that one. It looks like this. See, he's got a bag, and then he's got a little pokey stick that he stabs into the piece of trash that's on the ground, and then he'll put it in his bag. And that's another effective way to clean up trash and the planet Earth around you. And we'll talk about that's one of the ways you can be preventative in doing any more damage to our planet. We'll talk more about that around Earth Day, but I'm going to go ahead and click next. And hooray! So we finished calendar. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to our weather. So go ahead and type in Chico weather. Okay, remember we're just going to look at this box of information here. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that on the bottom left-hand corner there is a box around Monday. And it should look like this. So I'm going to go ahead and do my box, do M-O-N, short for Monday. And then for my picture, it looks like there's a big old yellow sun, and there's one cloud around it, and then another cloud around it. Then we have two temperatures at the bottom underneath the picture. We have 60, 62. Sorry, I'm trying to write my 2 backwards, but this is really more challenging than I anticipated. There we go. Okay, 62. That required more for my brain to do than I wanted it. Okay, and then 40, 45 degrees. So it'll look like this once on the bottom left, your screen will look, there'll be a box around Monday, and I'll say M-O-N. There will be a picture of a yellow sun with 2 clouds, and then it says 62 degrees and 45 degrees. So if we look at this number, 62 degrees, this is going to be our high for the day, our expected highest temperature. And remember, you can go ahead and look at this temperature scale that they have here if you'd like. But I'm going to go ahead and believe this box here and say that it will be, our highest temperature today will be 62 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so if we look on our temperature chart, and we find 60, and here's 65, so I know it's going to be in between 60 and 65, so 61, 62. So it'll be right here. So that's going to be, still going to be a cool temperature range. Okay, and then if we look at this temperature right here, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. This is our expected lowest temperature for the day. So if we look at our temperature thermometer again, so 45, here's 40, and here's 50, so I know it's going to be in between. So 45 right here, we are in that cold range, so it will be chilly tonight, is my guess. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to, so remember we have those 3 rectangles that are together that say, here we have, it says temperature, then precipitation, then wind. So we just went over temperature, and now I'm going to go ahead and click on precipitation. And again, it'll show that scale of percentages of, and those percentages are the chances of rain at those times. But I'm going to go ahead and look up where it says precipitation, humidity, and wind right here. precipitation, humidity, and wind. And it says, you can't see it on here, but it says 0%. So there is no chance of rain today. And I'm looking out my window right now. You can go ahead and look out your window if you're nearby a window. And I see a beautiful blue sky. I actually see clouds today, but they don't look like rain clouds. They look like big, beautiful, puffy cumulus clouds. So, and I don't see, looking out my other window, there is a light breeze outside, but I don't see any rain clouds, and I see the leaves dancing a tiny bit. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and check out our wind speed for the day. So we're going to go ahead and click on wind, and this will show you those arrows with miles per hour speeds. And that's our wind variations for the day. So we are going to go ahead and look up at the top though where it says precipitation, humidity, and wind, and just go with that speed. So it says 12 miles per hour. So our highest speed for wind today is going to be about 12 miles per hour. And I'm looking at again, and it doesn't quite seem like that right now, but that doesn't mean that it can't be like that later on. So it'll be a little bit windy today with no chance of rain. Beautiful blue skies and sunny, but if you remember back to our picture from when we clicked on Monday, and you can kind of see it here too. I'll see if I can show you. Right here, this usually tells us what type of weather we're going to have for the day. So underneath it says Chico, California, Monday, and it says partly cloudy. So, see, we got the sun and those clouds covering it up. So partly cloudy, that's what our weather is going to be. And that makes sense because there's some big old puffy clouds in the sky right now that if in front of, when put in front of the sun, I'm sure they could probably make it a little cloudy, block out some sunlight. So now I'm going to go ahead, you can continue to quiz yourself, quiz a family member, whatever you want on other weather questions, but I'm going to go ahead and move on. So normally if we were in our classroom, is when whoever is doing the weather is going to put the weather for today, so the expected high for the day, and the expected highest temperature for tomorrow. And also what type of weather. So today's high, if you think back, or you can look in front of you if you're following along, is going to be 62 degrees Fahrenheit. And to find out tomorrow's, we can go ahead and make a box around Tuesday like we did with Monday. So it'll look like this. And this says Tuesday. And we can go ahead and look, and it's looking like the same picture to me. It's looking like this. But it will be warmer tomorrow because I'm looking underneath the picture now and it says 66 degrees Fahrenheit. So our expected high for tomorrow will be 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, and then it would look like this once that person was done. Obviously not backwards, but so today our high will be 62 degrees Fahrenheit. Tomorrow will be 66 degrees Fahrenheit, and both days are going to be partly cloudy. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick that in the middle there because they're both similar weather patterns. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to our social story for the day. Let me just organize my supplies so I know where it is tomorrow. My room has turned into a chaotic mess, everyone. Trying to keep it kind of organized, but my room has also become, this is my bedroom, has become our new classroom in a sense. So this is fun. Not as fun as if I were spending actual time with all of you, but it's a fun transition for all of us. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make just read it. And there's going to be multiple parts kind of to this social story, so I'll just keep it short and sweet today. And we're going to cover, sorry, I lost my place. What is arguing? And some of you may already know what arguing is. That's awesome. Some of you may not, which you're going to learn now. But regardless, it's always good to review things, even if you think you already know them. So, what is arguing? When Dad tells me to do something, arguing is telling him, I won't do it. Dad asked me to take the trash out before dinner. I told him it wasn't my turn. I was busy and I didn't want to. When I have an opinion, arguing is explaining why I am right. My friend Mike thought the movie Lego Batman was stupid. I thought it was great. We argued about who was right for our entire lunchtime yesterday. Arguing happens when two people have different ideas and both want to prove that their idea is right. Everybody argues sometimes. Okay, so this is just a very basic explanation of what arguing is, and then we'll dive deeper into these morning meeting videos later on in the week to come about different types of arguing and when it's good to argue and when we may need some compromise. So, arguing would be like, we'll review, if say one of the adults in your house tells you to do something, but instead of just saying, okay, I'll do that, you decide that you're going to share why you shouldn't have to do that or why you can't do that right now. That would be arguing. Another way of arguing is if you were with a friend and you had different opinions on something. So say you thought a new toy was really cool and your friend did not. Chances are you both are probably going to try and convince each other why the other one is correct. So why the toy is cool or why the toy is not cool. And so everybody argues, but there's different types of arguing that we should and should not do. And like I said, we'll dive deeper into that as we go on in the week. But I just wanted to review, just in case some of us needed a little review on what arguing actually is. So I'm going to go ahead and post this. I'm going to put it into what I normally do and put it in some slides and with some pictures to go along. And then tomorrow we'll continue on with this theme about arguing. And we're going to talk about when arguing isn't okay tomorrow. Okay? So that was our very short and sweet social story for the day. But I feel like there is some pretty important value in understanding what arguing is because some people may not know that they're even doing it. But that is all I have for the morning meeting for you all today. I really miss you all so much. And I really hope that this week, I know we're all kind of getting into our routines at home, trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work for ourselves. And we are all here. Me and all the other teachers are here to support you. Your parents are here to support you. So if you need help with anything, don't be afraid. Asking for help is never a bad thing. It is always okay to ask for help. So if you need help or you just want to chat with me, I would love that too. But yeah, keep an eye out for what I post on our Google Classroom too, because I'm going to continue to post pretty cool resources that you can check out online if you get done with your work. All right. Well, happy start of the week. Happy Monday. I hope everyone continues on to have a great week. And we will speak more tomorrow. Bye, everyone.